Maybe you're too enlightened for your friends. Not that you're better than them, not that they don't deserve you, but maybe you're too enlightened for the group of people that you're around every day. And maybe your soul authentically wants to be around different people. Maybe it was just a season. Maybe the people in your life who you said, these people are going to forever be in my life. Maybe they're going to forever be in your life, but in a different way. Maybe it's time to accept that the thing you really care about is ascending, is experiencing more, experiencing more of who you are, experiencing the truth of the universe. And maybe the people, the foundation that was given to you, that you chose, maybe it's time to leave the foundation. Because when a rocket shoots up into the spheres of spheres, it doesn't take the earth with it. It doesn't take the land with it. It doesn't even take the launching pad with it. It goes. And sometimes, most of the time, when our soul chooses, I'm ready now. I'm ready to ascend. I'm really ready to meet the real me, to really experience who I am. A lot of the times, the foundation that we lived with isn't ready to go up yet either. Because there is no going up. There's going in. And it's okay to put yourself first in this situation. It really is okay to just let it go. And you will go through phases of missing these people. You will think about the memories. You will think about the laughs. You'll think about everything. But the more you ascend, the more you realize that it was never forever. The experiences you had was never going to be forever. The love you shared, the connection, the oneness, behind the curtain, behind the veil, the oneness is forever. But the experience is always changing. And sometimes you get to a point where you're ready to let go, ready to blast off. Even if there's not a single other person that's ready to blast off with you, you'll never be happy staying on the ground if you're meant to fly. You just won't. And you'll resent the people who aren't ready to fly yet. And they'll resent you for trying to take them off the ground. Because being on the ground and being in the sky, there's no wrong or right. The ground isn't better than the sky isn't better than the ground. It's just the experience that you want to have. That's the most important thing. If you want to be in the sky, if you want to experience more, and you stay on the ground because of other people, you're going to hate those people. For what? For doing what they want to do? It takes courage to make the decision. But ultimately, you've already made the decision within your heart that you want to fly. And there are other people, other beings that fly. Eventually, the ground gets boring. Eventually, the illusion gets boring. Even if you hadn't done all the things yet, you don't have a desire to anymore. You want to go home. You want to return to God. You want to return to yourself, your real self. So maybe you're too enlightened for your friends. Maybe that's the only way you can understand it right now. Or maybe your friends are too enlightened for you. Or maybe there is no enlightenment at all. Maybe there's just this. And what you feel now in this. And maybe what you feel now in this is actually the most important thing in this. What if there's no up and down? And what if there's no ascending? And what if there's no ground and there's no sky? There's just the divine navigator. This. That's taking you on the journey. And it's time for the next destination. It's time for the next experience. What if it's not even about enlightenment? What if it's just about nothing? And what if the idea of even leaving your friends and family or staying with your friends and family is irrelevant in itself? What if the only thing that is relevant is this? What if that's all that matters? What if this is all that ever matters? Only one way to know. What if it's time to take off the boxes of I'm too enlightened for them? They're not ready to ascend. I'm trying to help them. What if they don't need any help? What if they are perfect just as you are? What if every single thing in the universe is perfect? Even the things we look at and would never believe that's perfect. What if that's perfect? And what if, instead of running our divine navigator through logic and looking at all the boxes and making a decision, what if we just lived? What if what you're really feeling right now is that you want to live? Something's calling you to live differently. Something's telling you, let's go. Let's continue the adventure. What if you'll never be separate from your friends, your family? What if you'll only find more and more you on this adventure? It's pretty infinite out here. It's pretty infinite out here on the adventure.